Guys, welcome to Aces Combat 6 with me, Eli, and today we're going to start a new campaign, a new playthrough. So let's see here. SP new, no, just a normal new game. Yes, and we're going to just go for normal. Okay, just normal, with English subtitles. And here comes the cutscene. We're gonna only do one mission, so I'll try to be quiet through the cutscene.
Here we go.
Got everything?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Here, honey. An offering for the king.
See you later, Mom.
Listen to your teacher, okay? And, give the king my best.
Dance with an angel, Mom.
Yeah. Maybe we'll tango today instead of waltz. That's our way of saying goodbye. My husband is an Air Force pilot and refers to fighter planes as angels. When he'd go on a mission that kept him away from home, I'd tell him in frustration to go dance with his angels. Matilda grew up hearing this, and now she uses it all the time. There's a nice view of the King's Bridge from our house. That iron giant is the pride of Gracemeria, our capital city. In the old quarter of the city beyond the bridge, you can make out an ancient castle, which is even more famous than the bridge. My daughter Matilda is going there on a field trip today. In the throne room rests the Golden King. He's been smiling for a good 600 years now. The king was a gentle person who was a bit on the small side, but he crafted a giant suit of armor that convinced his enemies to surrender without a single fight. Afterwards, they found such warmth in his smile that they bowed down to him in humility. Anyway, that's how the story goes. His smiling face still touches the hearts of our people. The very face my daughter and the others got on a bus to see this morning. The song on the radio seems to be a perfect match for the sunny weather. I have no idea what's happening. That awful sound and the shaking. Was that a blast of wind from an explosion? The castle disappeared behind a pillar of flame.
Ah! Yeah. Anyway, I think the stories are pretty good, but you know, the animations.
Attention all pilots.
Not
Our
amazing.
capital city, Gracemeria, is under attack by unknown aircraft. Damage from the attacks is widespread throughout the city. All
Okay.
planes scramble and intercept all threats immediately.
Okay. I think you're forced into an F-16, so I'll just go ahead and start. Yeah, I just get to pick the color. I get to go normal or rat, my special version that I got. I think that's the Ragraz, yeah, Ragraz. Razgriz, whatever, however you say that. Wait a minute, I get to use, how does that work? This isn't an SP game. So, otherwise I'd have every single plane. But look at this, because I have the special add-ons, I can get an F-14 if I want. But I'm going to stick with standard. So then it's more like the game. Just go with that.
Garuda team, time to take off.
I have quite a few mods, not mods, add-ons. Love the little start to this. Looks so nice. I know it's not cutting edge, but still, for what was it, like 2010 maybe? I don't know. This is sort of old, but it's pretty good for how old it is. There's no fighters too close, apparently. Even though we find out later that there's Apaches attacking the base I'm taking off.
Cerberus team runway clearance granted. Takeoff when ready.
I think. Well, actually, no, that match should be. I think
following takeoff. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
A certain base that I think that we're taking off from, but that actually might not be the
Airborne
base.
warning and control system ghost eye to all scrambling defense craft. The situation has not yet been ascertained. We must implement an emergency reformation. Follow your individual instructions. Garuda 1, you do not have a wingman. Let's see. Shamrock. Shamrock, are you alone too? Very well. As of now, you're Garuda 2.
Okay.
What's up?
So I'm
Sham.
Garuda 2.
Shammy.
Garuda 1, I've got your back. No time for introductions now, though. Go ahead and I'll follow your lead.
Let's
Never
knock
once
him out.
Googled directions anyhow.
Garuda team, you are authorized to engage any hostile aircraft above Gracemeria.
Roger that.
Those are Air Force
Golden
18s.
smile upon us.
Do the Air Force actually operate F-18s? I don't think they do, but I don't know, maybe. So let's see if I can remember all the controls. Okay, that's that. Whoa.
Ghost Eye to Garuda 1 Talisman and Garuda 2 Shamrock.
Not wrong.
We are currently in a state of emergency. Our nation is under attack by unknown forces. Do whatever you can to fend off the invasion.
Man, it's been a long time.
Garuda 2, roger that. Garuda 1, we'll call the shots.
How many are there? This is Commander Whitlover of the 15th Squadron. The enemy is expanding its field of attack. Stay alert.
Pop, pop, pop.
Garuda 1, there's too many of them. Use your SP weapon.
All ships to terminate enemy forces over the zone. Pistols and hunter guns ready for battle.
Oh, that was actually pretty good. If you hear anything in the background, sorry about it.
We
It's
interrupt
not
this program for an
really good.
emergency news report. Gracemeria is currently under attack by unidentified aircraft. The damage apparently extends throughout the entire capital.
Please be safe.
It's all up there. This plane's really
We've
slow.
got an ID on the invaders. We're engaged with the Estovakian military.
The Estovakians? That convoy's been in shambles for years. Looks like they finally snapped.
Those are UH-90s. Or not 90s, UH-9s. What do the UH-9s look like even? They look like black or something.
To the ground and they're coming at us.
See?
Engage.
But they're attacking stuff, which
Looks
doesn't
like
make
the
any
stoves
sense.
are running out of steam. And enough noise.
See, I think we took off from this airbase right over here.
Always been bombed to hell. Totally useless now.
Down so they can never do this again. We can't let any of
The
them
Estovakian threat level
See
has
right
been
here?
reduced.
I think we took off from this airport based off the top down, but there's Apaches type.
Almost got 'em. Let's do this one
And
plane at a
bombs
time.
coming from unknown bombers, apparently.
So those bastards think they can barge into someone's house without even calling first.
Unbelievable. I say we teach them a few manners before we kick them out.
Come on, I'm like 4 kills.
Nice work. Take care of as many of those tanks as you can while they're up in the air. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
those are no. It's like look like one of the mirages was a target. Let's just use flying close to the B-52, I guess.
Garuda team, watch your necks out there. Stick with close-range targets and run them down.
There we go. Pop, pop, pop. This first mission's mainly just so you can blow stuff up and have fun. You get a whole lot harder though.
Special weapons running low.
Got one more. This guy evades it.
All special weapons used.
And there's no up.
Kill confirmed. Good job.
Good kill. Yeah. Oh, that would be a perfect shot for the 4 missile. So, even though I'm out of special weapons, I'll just get this over with. B-52. But as you can see, I'm flying the Ragras F-16. It's really nice and display. It's a very pretty plan. Pretty plan.
Garuda 1, Fox 2.
That's what I like to hear. Our Air Force is moving down the enemy. Keep it up.
The Estovakian threat
That
level
almost
is
hit
even
me badly.
lower now. Drive them out of Ameria.
I got the team. We are prepared to launch.
That's pretty cool.
Brigade leader to Agayan. We will commence mission operations once your delivery is complete.
Imagine if they made a new Aces Combat game. Oh man, that'd be amazing.
Attention all aircraft.
This not
We are
Infinity.
ready for Nimbus launch. Begin the countdown. Booster ignition complete. Launch in 5.
And they had like all the special airplanes that they've ever created.
1.
That
Fire.
would be amazing. Oh, that would be so cool. Modern graphics, Xbox One, PC, and PlayStation.
Engage the enemy at will following
With
new
all
feedback.
the special weapons they've ever came up with. All the squadrons. New squadrons.
What's this? Missiles?
All sorts of new things. Don't get blown up.
Number 3, your radio's down. Number 3, where are you? Somebody in cruise missiles just dented in midair. Guess our planes have been wiped off the radar.
What the hell was that? Where are they coming from?
Give us some power.
Enemy cruise missile incoming.
Those are no ordinary cruise missiles.
Ah!
Evade like hell if you want out of the light.
Apparently I don't lose anything for that though.
Damn it! What about our
Just
city?
get really low, they
What
can't
about
shoot at you when you're
Gracemeria?
low. You know, remember Stonehenge? That's what you do, you fly really lows, they can't hit ya. I'll do an Aces Combat 4 playthrough too, that's the one with Stonehenge.
Hey, I'm on your side. Isn't your IFF working?
Whoop, start 18.
Warning, additional
Get out of
enemy
here.
planes have been spotted on radar. You don't want to know how many.
Heading away, get that way.
This is Strigan 12. Target acquired. Moving to engage. Calling all civilian planes. Gracemeria shall be ours
No,
for
it's
the taking.
digging.
Roger.
See, they sound Russian, so I'm assuming they're the Russian analog. You can go look at the Aces Combat map. Where should be the top left continent
Large-scale
right now.
explosion has apparently occurred in midair.
So,
No further details as yet. I repeat.
Which direction are the missiles coming from? Right or left?
technically I can actually
This is
go in
Ghost
and
Eye
damage
to all
one of them.
planes. Air Defense Command has ordered an evacuation.
Just gonna keep
You've been
running.
ordered to give up Gracemeria. Break away from this airspace and head west.
Are you out of your mind? We can't comply with that order.
We are militarily at a huge disadvantage.
There we
Comply with the
Use a
order
little
and
bit of
head
rudder
west.
just so it's safer.
This is Avalanche. We're not going anywhere.
Listen, it's only temporary. The plan is
Just
to
lost
withdraw,
two
meet up with all
mirages.
remaining forces from each area, then regroup for a counterattack. We
Sorry about
can't
that.
afford to lose you. Follow the order.
We made it.
Garuda team, you've made it out of the combat zone. Head for the rendezvous point.
I promise we'll be back for you. Just a little longer. I promise.
IG. Love that there's no G damage, because that would be too simulator for me. Okay. Boom, ba-dum, boom.
Our military
First
has
mission.
escaped destruction because of your valiant efforts on the battlefield. But our capital, Gracemeria, has been temporarily occupied by Estavakian forces, and our central government has been usurped by them as well. The nation of Estavakia had declared war with our country as it simultaneously launched a surprise attack on Gracemeria. In response, the Republic of Emeria's Political Council unanimously adopted a resolution of open war against the Federal Republic of Estavakia.
Is that not
Our
the same as
forces
declaring
remaining
war?
on the Emerian mainland are still fighting in desperation to protect our country. Once our intelligence has been sorted and confirmed, the Republic of Emeria's armed forces must immediately regroup and counterattack against the Federal Republic of Estavakia. The beautiful country of Emeria belongs to us, and only us, the Emerian people.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. Excuse me. Sorry about the delay in videos. It's just been quite busy getting close to getting back to school, so that also might mean that slow down on videos. Maybe probably only once a week is best as I can do. Probably an Xbox and PC, Xbox, PC. But I thought about starting a new KSP series, but I said, hey, I'll just go ahead and start the Aces Combat series. So yeah. See you guys later. Oh, before you go, subscribe first, then like, and then share. Or you can do it in another order if you feel like it. So you can do it whatever order you want. We can speed this up too. Look at this. Shh, go really fast or really slow. Anyway, so see you in the next video. Probably, maybe Monday, Sunday, sometime. Just have to figure it out. I'll put a link down in the description for Josh's channel. It's pretty awesome. Just little sort of skit things. And that's it. See you guys later. Bye.
Fire and smoke rises from the city before
Oh,
me.
well, hold on. Let me go ahead and do this cutscene.
The King's Bridge is gone. No. I vaguely hear a scream of terror that sounds much like my own voice from afar. I feel as though the Golden King's gentle smile is moving farther away from me. Every now and then, I tell my daughter the story of the night some years ago. A night when the sky was radiant with shooting stars. That night, your father and I made countless wishes together. An asteroid called Ulysses came into Earth's orbit and disintegrated into millions of pieces, which poured down on the land below. As we watched the shooting stars that night, fragments from the asteroid rained down on our eastern neighbor, Estavakia, damaging a great deal of their infrastructure and devastating their economy. Soon after, the news reported that their nation had fallen into a civil war, one that would last for years. Eventually, the internal strife was brought to an end when the generals came into power. In the midst of hardship, the citizens of Estavakia were convinced that the only way they could recover as a nation was to rely on a military government led by these generals. Before long, they went so far as to invade our nation, the Republic of Emeria. Our military was forced to retreat to Kesid, an island far to the west. My husband, a fighter pilot, also hasn't come home since.
So that, actually,
walk
is the
on.
end. Oh, no, I guess not.
I am unable to think. All I can do is follow the others. Ever since we came to the twisted remains of my daughter's school bus, my soul has left me. I am empty. Some of our tanks are parked at the approach to the bridge.
There's a train still running on the other side of the river. She goes all the way out to the edge of the border. We've got to blast this bridge before the enemy gets a hold of it. So move it or lose it, people!
Here I see the wreckage of a jet that was shot down. On what's left of the nose, I can make out some writing. Melissa. It's my name. What a cruel twist of fate for me to see this. My pilot husband, who had left for work that day with the same loving look on his face as always. He had painted my name on his angel. I go into the crowd on the train and endure 2 weeks of pure hell before finally ending up at a refugee camp at the border. I don't know any of the names on the list. My compatriots, who have now become refugees, gather around a single radio to listen to the broadcast. Even though the station is broadcasting out of Gracemeria, occupying forces have taken complete control of the airwaves. The enemy must have completely overtaken our capital, Gracemeria.
And although newer parts of the city have suffered considerable damage, the castle and a significant section of the old quarter have escaped relatively unscathed.
Castle's okay.
However, the announcer went on to say that our castle was robbed of countless antiquities that once were elaborately displayed in our castle. Stripped bare.
As the Estavakian military, it is our sworn duty to govern this crumbling nation and get it back on its feet, starting right here in Gracemeria. I found a group of street children in front of the central station here, where the area has literally been reduced to a slum. Step on up here, little girl. What do you have to say about all this?
Go dance with the angels, mister.
My ears were not deceiving me. That voice belonged to my daughter, Matilda.